This channel is for adults and not for kids. Father, the sleeper has awoken. Hey guys, thanks for stopping back by. So as you guys know, if you've seen my other videos, you guys know I'm a big David Lynch fan. I love David Lynch's 1984 Dune. I never understood the hate that film gets. I know there are Dune purists out there who hated that film. But you guys got to understand, that's a monumental task of trying to shove all of Dune into a 2-hour movie that you want to, be successful. You guys know the attention spans of American movie audiences. Try shoving Dune into that. I love what David Lynch did. I still really like that movie an awful lot. I still watch that film from time to time. Somebody on YouTube uploaded a fan edit of it, which is like maybe 3.5 hours long. They added in a lot of stuff that was cut out, and it's a great version. I wish I could burn that version off of YouTube onto a disc. That is a really cool version of that movie. If there is one iconic thing from Dune, that's it right there, is the giant sandworms, the Godzilla-sized monster worms that live in the sands of Arrakis. I liked the new Dune movie that came out. There were things in it I liked. I know all the Dune purists were like, "Where's the ornithopters?" And so now they got their precious ornithopters in the new version. But I like the worms better in the David Lynch version. They look meaner to me. They look cooler to me. And Kyle MacLachlan riding on the back of the giant sandworm is just an awesome scene when the worm is riding along, and he's moving along, and Paul Atreides, Muad'Dib, is on top of the giant worm. Anyway, this is a very cool LJN toy from 1984. It's the only Dune toy that I own. I used to have the Beast Raban, one of the Harkonnen bad guys, and he broke. The action figures weren't that constructed all that great, but this worm survived. He's a very cool movie monster. He's got some articulation. But it's a goddamn worm. What do you expect? So up here, this segment turns, and then down here on his little tail turns. But surprisingly, you can get a lot of different looks going with just those 2 points of articulation. And he balances himself out. I love the cast of David Lynch's Dune. I think everybody in it is amazing. I loved the special effects. It just had a crazy feel to it because it was like felt slightly Italian because of the Dino De Laurentiis money and the artists working on it, and then it felt very David Lynchy because of the high strangeness. But Dune needs high strangeness. You know, it's very convoluted. It's very intricate. It's very complicated. So the thumbnail version of Dune and all the books in the Dune series, basically, the thumbnail version of it is a cautionary tale of what happens to people when they put their beliefs, when they put their trust in a Messiah type character. That even the greatest among us is still fallible. Much like Frodo in The Lord of the Rings. Frodo means well, but he's pure of heart, but even he ultimately fails in the end. And if it wasn't for the universe course correcting itself and having Gollum's ass fall ass over elbows down into the lava, then Sauron would have won. Same thing with Dune. Is Paul Muad'Dib. He has all great intentions on, you know, being a super being and helping everyone, but that doesn't quite go as planned. And I'll just leave it at that. You guys owe it to yourself to read Dune, to read the books. Do you guys even read? Oh, man. No, I'm just fucking with you guys. I know you guys read, but you'd be surprised when you ask that question nowadays how many people are like, no. Anyway, do you guys like this 1984 David Lynch Dune? Do you guys think it was cool? I never could understand the hate. Like, I never did. You can't please everybody, I guess. But I really liked it. I own it on Blu-ray. It's a fun film. It looks gorgeous. These sandworms are incredible. The models that they used, these models were huge. You guys should see some of the behind-the-scene photos of working on Dune. Just Google the sandworms of Dune and see how they did it. They were giant-sized frickin' animatronic things. Very cool. And they look massive. They look the size of Godzilla in the film. And this is a really cool toy. I'm glad I own him. I would like to get another maybe the other Harkonnens in the set. I'd like to find them. But every time I go to a toy show and I see them, if I'm looking at Fade, lovely Fade, if I'm ever looking at the action figure of Sting playing Fade, it's always missing his cat. He comes with this little like cat that's being milked for well, you guys saw the film, you know why they milked that cat. Yeah, if you find those things complete, they kind of are expensive. If I didn't own this worm, it would suck to try and find one. They're hard to find, and people charge a lot for them now. He is a cool movie monster, though, and I'm all about the monsters. Anyway, which version do you guys like better? The new Dune or the David Lynch Dune? I am looking forward to the second chapter, you know, the second of these two new Dune movies. I am looking forward to it. They are very pretty. It's got great cinematography in it. But it's the high strangeness of David Lynch that makes that film for me. And the new ones just don't have it. Plus, I don't really like the actor they have to play Paul Atreides. He doesn't hold a candle next to Kyle MacLachlan. He seems a little... I don't know. He doesn't seem very deep to me. Kind of has like a shallow look to him. Whereas Kyle MacLachlan seemed to be having a lot going on upstairs, dealing with the fact that he is the Quidar Sadarak, the super being. Anyway, hope you guys like taking a look at this. Maybe a year or two ago, I posted a picture of this thing on Facebook, and my girlfriend doesn't know what the fuck a Dune Sandworm is, but she was scrolling around, and she's like, honey, why do you have a dildo with teeth on your Facebook? And I was like, what? And then I looked, and I laughed for about 5 minutes straight, and I was like, no, babe, that's a giant sandworm from Dune. Anyway, I'll bring you guys some more monsters very shortly. Take it easy.